my whole life has been led on the theory that I do not want to embarrass people. The fact is that I think I don't get treated well by Fox, and that's all right, because look what happens. I don't understand it myself. I mean, I have double-digit leads in every poll. I don't know if you saw Georgia just came out. I'm at 34. And, you know, it's like a lot of good things are happening, so maybe I should just leave it the way it is.
Donald Trump earlier today on MSNBC's Morning Joe admitting that even he has trouble understanding why his standing in the polls remains essentially undiminished. After all, the Donald debated Megyn Kelly and the other Fox commentators, not to mention the other 9 Republicans last Thursday night, but it's his confrontation with Ms. Kelly that remains very much in the news, and Mr. Trump insists Megyn ought to apologize to him.
The fact is, she asked me a very inappropriate question. She should really be apologizing to me, you want to know the truth. And other candidates have said that. You know, during the debate, and despite what you said early in the morning, Joe, every poll, virtually every poll said that I won the debate. You said I didn't win, I didn't do well. And I don't understand how you can say that, because I actually felt, and especially in light of the horrible questions that I was being asked.
And still, this question remains, as horrible as it may seem to the consultant class within the Republican establishment. Why is Donald Trump so darn popular? Well, one thing's for certain, no one can accuse Mr. Trump of displaying false modesty. Here he is again, spelling it out, or perhaps more accurately, counting it out on MSNBC's Morning Joe.
You had 24 million people at the debate, 24 million. The highest in history. Right. It was like a record in almost every way. If I weren't at the debate, and I don't say this in a braggadocious way, you would have had you would have had your standard 2 million people, maybe less. Right. But you would have had, let's say, 2 million people if they had a good night. So we took it from 2 million to 24 million people. Does anybody think that anybody else on the stage drew that extra 22 million people?
That extra 22 million viewers may have led to the tweet John Bogman talked about earlier in our broadcast, the tweet that sounds a whole lot like a truce between Trump and Fox, putting an end, apparently, to their de facto 5-day war. You'll recall that Donald did all the Sunday shows yesterday, all with the exception of Fox. And the Fox News Channel wants Donald back because it wants the viewers he brings. But understand this, there is more than celebrity at work for Donald Trump. The term political science may sound like the ultimate oxymoron, but there are some sound poli-sci principles at work when it comes to explaining Trump's appeal. After all, the political pendulum swung far to the left with the election of Barack Obama, and this president has displayed disdain for business, contempt for the Constitution, and advocates amnesty for illegals. So having a billionaire businessman who cites the Constitution while promising to fight illegal immigration swings the pendulum back the other way. Moreover, Trump is more than the anti-Obama. Sure, he's anti-establishment, but even more importantly, he's anti-politician. He may have given big bucks to both Republicans and Democrats, but that just reinforces the notion that he himself has so much money that he cannot be bought. Not only is he the anti-politician, he's against political correctness. And to a public that is tired of the spectacle of conservatives always apologizing, that's refreshing. Being Donald Trump means you never have to say you're sorry. Just ask Megyn Kelly. That's the way I see it. Now it's time to see your comments via social media. People still talking about the debate last Thursday, and particularly the treatment of Trump. The first comment from Wolfgang. He writes, as a Cruz supporter, I was appalled at the obvious targeting of Trump by Fox News. Though I disagree with Trump on several of his historic positions, it was clear that some, quote, higher-ups at Fox are actively pursuing his demise as a candidate. I was particularly ashamed of Megyn Kelly's singularly focused attempt at Trump's demise. Thanks very much for that, Wolfgang. Now, a reminder, we love getting comments from you, and the best way to get them to us, yeah, there's email and there's Twitter, and there are other ways to get them here, like Facebook, but this is the best way. Go to our website, newsmaxtv.com/comments. My closing comments, stay brave, stay free, stay tuned.